Hello everybody, this is the Introverted Comedian. Welcome back to another video from Medieval Dynasty. I am playing on the Valley map, and this is the first day of the summer season, the second season. This will be the first part in the videos from this season. Now, I did manage to unlock the possibility of getting more buildings. And in order to do that, I need to complete some quests. Well, to be fair, I need to complete 2 more quests for neighbors. So I can do some of these, or I can just find some more quests all around the map. So one thing I didn't specify before, if you look on the map and you add the main filter, you will notice that some quests will pop up in here. So you have the targeted ones, the ones that you've already taken, and you have these. Usually they are side quests or new quests. Most of them are side quests in this village, for example, and you can take them, and they sometimes ask you to hunt some animals, sometimes they ask you to cut some trees. It doesn't matter when on the map you will cut them, it will still count towards the quest itself. Now, you can go all around. Unfortunately, they are quite random, so you won't always get them in the same location. So you might need to travel a little bit in order to actually get some more done. For example, there's 2 of them over here. It is quite far from where I currently have my village and from the nearest village. And there's also some dangers, to be fair, along the road to Hornica. The best way is to travel initially by wagoner, but you will need money for it. Now, before I can actually do some quests, I did manage to mine quite a lot, and I showed the hack on how to get these resources back with you. Basically, what I did, the safest mine on this map is right here. Sorry about that, just between Branica and Baranica. And if you go in there, mine everything, and wait until midnight, on the last day of the previous season, you will get teleported back home and you will bring all of these with you. And that's exactly what I did. Now I just need to get them into my storage. Now the main issue with this is that they actually weigh quite a lot. So I cannot move that many. So we can either do it like this, leave a certain quantity in there. This is why I have my house built right in front of the storage. Or you can just do it like this and drop them on the ground. I'll quickly put this in so I can ease my load. Okay, let's see. Okay, so you can actually transport them like this. It's not the most elegant way, to be fair, but it is an useful way. So you could actually get them in smaller amounts. But at this point, it would basically mean just 40 something pieces of each of them. So I don't have time to do all of that. I prefer to do it like this. As long as you're standing in the right place, they will not go down. Again, this only works very well because my house is very, very close. Get the maximum distance. Okay, so sometimes it's a little bit tricky to actually get it to work. Okay, so only 2 more, and that's it. Okay, so basically, as I mentioned previously, I will need to fill in some quests. And this is why I'm going to town. So I can actually get some additional buildings. I managed to build quite a little bit during the first season. This is actually one of the reasons why I went for the 5 days each season, so I can get both some things built and get some quests done. Now, one thing that I forgot to mention last time, it was that when you need new villagers, each time one season passes, new ones will pop up in here in addition to the one you have left. Again, let's get some diplomacy sorted out by doing some flirting.
Take care.
Okay, so let's see. Where's my friend? He's over here.
How's the till next time?
Okay, so he actually wants me to talk to someone else, and that man is located way over here. I can actually do this. I will need to be very careful though. The tricky part about this is that the other man lives somewhere in the wilderness, and there are some wolves around that area. I do need to go to the next village, so I'm not gonna mind trying to outrun those wolves. Usually, if there are dangerous animals, you can outrun them. You always need to make sure that you're pacing your stamina as long as you're somewhere close to something dangerous. Otherwise, it can turn against you. Now, I'm also looking for a villager that can do farming. I can also build a farming shed once I unlock more buildings. Okay, let's see.
Be welcomed, stranger.
Let's see what she needs. Okay, she needs a new bow. I'm not very happy about this. But then again, I might be able to find one in the wilderness. So let's see any of them doing farming.
You started your own village.
Nope.
Keep at it.
This guy would
The
actually be
beginnings are always
useful
the hardest.
for something else.
Hello there.
Let's do a little bit of flirting.
Take care.
Okay. Again, it's best to save the game when you know you're going in a dangerous area. Now, another thing that I forgot to mention previously, you can actually buy animals once you unlock them in farming. You unlock the buildings in farming, the chicken coop and all of that. And you have people that can actually guide you to where you need to go to buy them. Okay, so I need to go to Sambor. Sambor can be found over here. In the swamp, there's basically nothing to take you to him. So once you leave Borovo, you just take a right. Now, this road is usually safe. There are occasions when a bandit camp can spawn around, so just be careful. Walk initially, sprint only if you need to. Sometimes there are some wagons that will spawn around, and you can actually grab some items. Now, as I previously mentioned, if you go on the wild animals filter, pretty soon you're going to discover some wolves around here. So, to make sure that I'm not getting killed, I will be keeping my distance. They are basically on the other side. You will be able to hear them at some point. Although I'm making sure to maintain enough distance. So maybe you won't hear them this time. Okay, so yeah, like I said, they're right about here. And the best way to avoid them is by walking in parallel with this. Now, one thing that annoys me is seeing camps so close, especially like this one. Okay, so I actually got what I needed from it. The rye bread is not that bad, but the pear wine is better. Okay, so the reason why I ate that is because I actually get less stamina consumption for quite a long time. And I actually managed to avoid the wolves. So if you're coming a little bit later with a bronze weapon, iron weapon, even not such a good weapon, or with a longbow, you can easily take care of the wolves without actually having to circle around. If you want, you can also have the conversation with this guy properly, or you can just skip through it and he will make you dig some clay deposits. He's also giving you a wooden shovel, so that's perfect. Now, the clay is right over here next to his house. Initially, I didn't know this and I went all the way around the map to a different place, way too far. So is asking you to dig 2 clay deposits and to bring him back 5 pieces of clay. I will basically break the shovel. Now, one thing that's important, you will notice some strange deer figurines over here. Go around, collect them, as they can help you get another quest. You can also sell them later on during the game. Okay, perfect. I also managed to unlock the excavation shed, which is perfect for me. Managed to break the shovel. Again, have a quick look around and get those figurines. More over here. Now, if you take a good look around, over here, you will find a place that actually has quite a few of them. Make sure not to go too far away, as there can be some dangerous animals in the area. So there was a place where lots of them were around. Nope, wrong way. Okay, there we go. Quite a few of them over here. Okay, so I managed to find 21. I also found some wine bottles. Unfortunately, these are actually just the bottles. They are a lot more expensive when they actually have wine in them. As you can see, the wine can actually give you quite some decent features, but it's not necessary for me. Okay, now let's go back to him and give him back clay. Sorry about that. Again, if you want, you can see the entire story. I've already played it too many times. It doesn't actually matter that much what you're selecting. He will just go through with his story. Now he will tell you to go back to Unyegost and deliver a knuckle sandwich, which is basically a punch. You can choose not to later on. But because you've also taken the figurines, you've unlocked this quest. So once you talk to him, it will unlock Sambor's story, and he will tell you to go to someone named Fenema. Now, I don't care about that. I just need to deliver my knuckle sandwich. Again, I am taking the coward's route by keeping my distance, since I don't have a weapon and I don't have any chance of survival against a wolf. So I will be running through here. Now, I was actually lucky on finding that pear wine. Getting some coins is always good. As I mentioned, there are some advantages if you drink it, but this early in the game, the best usage for it is to actually sell it. That bread was also quite a decent find because I can actually get myself away faster with the stamina being drained slower. Let's see, so okay, so this lady wants a bow. I might be able to produce one later on, but I cannot do her quest just yet. I'll probably need to do another one just in order to unlock those buildings.
No, the name of Borovo doesn't count.
Meanwhile, if I remember well, one of these guys was good.
Oh, it's you again.
I'm going to ask this guy to move into my village. I will assign him to the same house as that lady. I don't have any other houses for the moment. Sadly, there's nothing I need to have him do, but later on I am going to build an excavation shed. This allows you to actually send them to get stones for you. So that's going to be something that I need to consider. And usually it's quite hard to find people with 3 points in excavation. Usually when you actually need them, they're not there. So I took advantage, even though at the moment he's not producing anything. It's at least a bit better to have him. I would have preferred someone that can actually do farming. I'll probably need to do that myself. Okie dokie. Let's get back to our friend. But before I go to him, I'm just going to
How are you? Can I interest you in some of my work?
sell the wine.
You. See you soon.
Okay. As you can see, you can go through all of these. At some point, he will actually give you the choice
Food and water.
to
And some
give him the
and a roof over my head, of course.
knuckle sandwich. In my case, I didn't do it. Okay, he wants a sight back from Haida, which actually helps me get my quests done in time, so I don't actually need to go somewhere else for the moment. Now, Haida will be in the next village. She will challenge you
Have I seen you today?
with some riddles. I've already emptied those. Yeah, unfortunately, sometimes these things, even though you've emptied them during the last season, they will not disappear. And this was the case this time. Okay, where is Ada? There we go. So, when you ask Ada for it, she will tell you that she won it in the game of riddles. And it's best to actually ask what's the game, how is it played, and then just ask her to tell you the riddles. So first you have what disappears the second you say its name, and it is silence. Then she will ask about feed me and I live, yet give me a drink and I die. This is the fire. You also get some reputation for doing this properly. And then you've got the final one. I can fly but have no wings. I can cry but have no eyes. Wherever I go, darkness follows me, and this is a cloud. Now you've actually got the sight back. Thank her, take care. You've actually managed to grab yourself another quest that's nearly done. Run all the way back to the lazy bastard that has no wits and doesn't know how to solve a riddle. And hopefully this will complete the quests, because I actually need it completed so I can build some more things. Now, meanwhile, with me being away, fortunately my woodshed has been working very well, and my villager has been getting me some logs and sticks, so I should be able to build a little bit once I get back. Hello, you. Perfect. Okay, now he wants me to talk to Sambor for story number 3, and I couldn't care any less, because I don't want to talk to that guy yet. I will do it later on, when I need to go to him anyway. So now I'm just focused on getting back home. 1 second, let's see what I have in here. Yep, sadly nothing to sell. Also, yeah, when you're talking to Sambor, he will give you some 20 additional figurines, not just the ones you found, so you will have more to sell later on. Again, I really hate the mechanics of this stamina. A reminder, you can always start a game with unlimited stamina, although, to be fair, it does take quite a lot of the survival aspect of it. So basically it takes too much of the fun away. Now that I'm back, I'm going to leave those figurines in here. Wine bottles and clay will go in here. Let's grab my magic hammer. Okay, and equip it. So let's see. I will need 3 buildings for the moment. One of them will need to be the Hunter's Lodge. The reason why I need this one is so I can get some more reputation. So basically I can actually build quite a few buildings. I don't need to worry that much. Now, usually the limit would have been 10, but I did use different settings. Let's see. I'm not sure. In customize game, you can adjust it. I use this one with building limits and gave myself a 50% increase, so I don't have to worry that much. So I will need to build quite a few things in this case. So first of all, the excavation shed. This one is quite easy to build. I will place it over here. And I'm mostly building it because I don't want my friend, the new villager, to get bored. Also, as you can see, I'm quite running out of straw. Of course, he will need a couple of these, so I'm going to get 5 of them ready. Now, you can either get them in your main storehouse, or you can just leave them in here and he will use them himself. Now, another thing I failed to mention, usually when it comes to the production buildings, they will store the resources in here as long as you have capacity for it. As you can see, the limit is 1000 kilos. Now, I didn't actually assign him a job, but I can assign him a job now, and I can also get a second miner later. Just assigning him will not actually give me any production. So I need to select the excavation shed. I need to go to the second page to the goods production. And as you can see, you can even have them mine some copper ore for you. Now, in this case, I need some straws. And I already have plenty of stone after doing the hack. So I'll try to see if I can get a decent amount. So at the moment I am happy with just 2 copper ores per day, as long as he gets me more straw, and I don't necessarily need any of these yet. Since you do have an additional space, you can get a second person to work in here, and of course it will improve the production if he actually evolves in his skill from 3 to 4, just like Mildreda did. The production will increase automatically, and the more he works, the more his skill will grow. Now let's do the hunting lodge. Let's see. I will get it here. Okay, like I said before, I actually have plenty of stone, so I'm quite happy about it. Fortunately, I already have the sticks, I already have the logs. And that's it, perfect. Now I just need to hunt some boars and foxes. I will basically combine 2 missions for that. Now over here on the workbench you can actually unlock some bows and arrows. I'm honestly aiming for this one. I need to increase my survival. I'm aiming for the longbow. The longbow is honestly amazing. Now, since I need to improve my production, and I've already managed to get quite a decent amount of copper ore, I'm going to build myself a smithy. Alright, over here. Okay, so apparently I don't have enough straw for this one. Let's get another road in here. Okay, the smithy, as I said, goes here. Now, this again is quite easy to build. One minor detail, I don't have enough straw, but that's easily solvable. End of the day, it was harder to get the logs and all of that. Since I do have the straw, again, one of the reasons why I actually chose to build a village here is because I can get straws right next to it. Now I also have my new villager that can get me some straws. And this is the best way to collect them at night time. Although there is one issue, I haven't unlocked the no energy cost for the inspection mode. So that kind of makes it a bit harder for me. You can always bring a torch, but as I said before, I find it unnecessary since you can use inspection mode and just collect them like this. Now I'm going to grab around 100. Bring up my survival. Maybe 200, just to be sure. Again, one of the nice things about the game is that even though there are resources nearby and you allocate some of your villagers to collect them, they will not actually go to that location. They will just simply walk around or use their workplace and they will just generate those resources. So that actually means that anything around the world you can actually collect yourself or harvest yourself. So another game that I played quite some time ago was Kingdom Come Deliverance. There was something nice with the herbalist skill in there. You could actually collect higher amounts the higher your herbalist skill went. If I'm not mistaken, unfortunately the survival skill in here doesn't do the same thing. Okay, so I've got everything collected. Now, one of the reasons why I'm easily able to go to where I need to is the fact that I do know the map quite well. But if you ever get lost or you don't know where you're going, open the map. As you can see, you've already got your village marked down and your buildings, so it's easier to return to them. Once you get... Oh, one more detail, and I find this quite nice. Your villagers will patrol at night to make sure that your village is still safe. Okay, the smithy is now done. I will just leave the straw in here. And there's one more thing that I want to build, which is a farming shed. I can actually build this one here. Next to the barn. It doesn't actually cost that much. Yeah, it's quite straightforward. And I will also need to build a house now. And then I can get farmer to do this job. Let's see if I have enough resources for a house. I do not, but I can still place it here. I have no idea what's blocking it, but if I do it from this side, it should show me. Okay, so it wasn't quite far enough. Okay, so this will be next on the list once I go to another village. And it's time to call it a day.
How are you?
I have
Goodbye.
no idea why she's sleeping outside, but it's not my problem. So it's time to get some sleep. Okie dokie. So I can build 3 more buildings, which is nice. In order to speed up the processes, oh, I actually forgot one small detail. I don't actually need the stone one because I've actually unlocked something better. Oh, not yet unlocked, but it will be soon unlocked. So, one of the reasons why I built my new smithy is because I had that extra copper that I mined. So, you just need to come to this part of the smithy, to the forge. Now, you don't need the copper on yourself. As you can see, I don't have it in my inventory. It's enough to have it in your resource place, and you can craft it. Again, I ticked fast crafting in the beginning simply because of this, so I can actually craft all 56 bars in one go. I can also craft the thin ones. Again, each bar will take 2 pieces of ore craft. And you can craft 1 bronze bar by using 1 copper and 1 tin bar, but in my case I don't actually need bronze, I need the copper right now. Way more than I need anything else. Okay, now, oh, very nice, I've also unlocked the sewing hut. So, at the moment I cannot actually move, which is quite bad for me. Okay, I will unlock the... But you can always jump next to the chest, and you can deposit these things over here, as long as they don't go above 100 kilos. So now, in order to actually craft something, you need to go to the anvil. Now, I cannot craft bronze tools. I'm still far away from unlocking the technology. As you can see, I only have 159 production points. But that's going to change because I am going to unlock these. So I will need a copper axe, and I will unlock the knives. Now the axe is both for myself and in order to help my employee or villager. While the knives I can actually sell. So I'm going to leave some of those bars for later. Okie dokie. So first I will finish that house. I will leave the knives in here. So one thing about the copper axe is that it actually helps you to bring down the trees faster. So instead of the 7 swings, now you only need 5 swings, and it's again 2 of them in here, which is annoying but still better than before. And as you can see, it also has more durability. Doesn't have that much though, so it's not that good for myself, but it's not bad for my people. Okie dokie. Okay, I can still go for one more. Now, meanwhile, my villager is also doing her job and getting some of them. So we might be able to pull it out together. It was so close, or maybe not, maybe I'm actually doing it. Oh, perfect. So this is another one sorted out, the house. Let's see. I have the excavation shed, I have the farm shed already sorted out, and the sewing hut. Okay, so I do need to place that sewing hut. And I will use this as soon as it's placed. Let's see exactly what I need for it. So I'm only missing logs, which is not bad. Okay, let's see if I can actually get it to fit in here next to this one. I like my production buildings to be next to each other, but I'm not that lucky. So I'll just build it over here in this case. Now, the main issue with actually using it is that I will need to buy the thread technology, and I will also need to buy the fabric technology, and usually I go with selling these, the simple hoods, but I need to postpone it for a bit because I don't actually have the money. So I need to do a trip with those knives. Okay, I can leave these here. Now I'm going to mix a quest in as well, so I can get my wooden spears with me. Let's check for any other saplings so I can get more money. Okay, so at the moment I'm doing very well. I do need some food. Now, one thing that I forgot to mention earlier is that if you get yourself over here at the drying rack, you can dry the meat. And later on, you will also be able to salt it, but that's after you unlock a better version. So I am going to get all that meat dried because it spoils a lot harder. Okay, you can leave it in here, but I wouldn't recommend it. It's best to leave it in your food storage because this allows your villagers to access it and it covers their food consumption. Okay, so this is pretty much what I can do here. I will grab those knives. Sadly, they will not be worth as much as they're worth in my pocket, but that's the best I can do. So the goal right now is to actually do Alvin's story part 1, as well as sell those knives and get some money. After I get some money, I can unlock some things at the sewing hut, do some money with the flax that I will be able to collect. Also, I am looking for 2 more people at least. So initially I will need 2 people. One of them I will need on the farm shed, even though I can go up to 4. One is enough to actually finish what I have in there. And I will need one for the hunting lodge to actually bring some meat in. This will make it easier for me not to have to go and do the job myself.
Like moths, myself included.
Let's see if any of them can hunt. Okay, she's a good farmer. And she's a good hunter. I'll just go with the farmer for the moment. I'm going to assign her a house, but I'm not going to assign her a job yet, because I don't have any tools for her to use. Now you can actually sell these to any vendor. I'm just going to sell them to this guy. And there we go, I have, whoa, 800
See you soon.
coins.
They told me that I could be out.
So now I just need to look for Mr. Alvin. But before I actually talk to Alvin or start his quest, this will basically be part 1 of this video of my second season on this map, on this playthrough. Unfortunately, those knives didn't actually boost my money as much as I was hoping for. It was not bad though. I can unlock a couple of things, and then once I once I finish building my sewing hut and I unlock the hoods, I can actually make a decent profit, especially since I planted the flax. Of course, I will need to harvest that flax. So, like I mentioned earlier, this will be the end of this video with me looking at Gustovia and waiting for Mr. Alvin over there. And in the next video, I am going to do Alvin's story, part 1, which requires a bit of hunting and a little bit of running around, but it will help me with quite a few things. So, if you have any comments about how you are doing these things, or what you would have suggested instead of what I did, or if you have anything that helped you, please leave a comment. Thank you for watching the video, and see you next time. Bye bye.